My mother warned me about a lot of things growing up, my first love, my worst love, and making sure to stay away from men like my father. But what she didn't warn me about was my 20s. Dating in my 20s, there was no sit down lecture, no secret rule, no do's and don'ts. She didn't tell me that sometimes it's not about finding the right person, but about figuring out who you are when you're with the wrong ones. I had to learn the hard way that love and timing rarely align, that chemistry doesn't equal compatibility, and that sometimes the red flags look pink under the right lighting. That a man taking you to his date party doesn't necessarily mean he's into you, but more so, he'll just want to be under you for a night. And if he is into you, you won't question whether or not he is, you will know. I've cracked it down to a very simple equation. If you have to ask yourself, does he like me? The answer is probably no. But for the sake of science, or whatever we're calling this mess, let's break it down. A man's interest can be determined using the effort to excuse ratio. It goes like this. If his effort is high and his excuses are low, he likes you, and if his effort is low and his excuses are high, he does not like you. But if his effort is sporadic and his excuses are creative, he likes the idea of you, but not enough to actually do anything about it. And I promise you, a man who likes only the idea of you is never enough. If you've been hanging out with a guy for 3 months and he still hasn't asked you to be his girlfriend, chances are you never will be. And if his excuse for not posting you on social media is that he's a private guy, then congratulations. You're not a girlfriend, you're a government secret. Because let's be real, no man is that private. This is the same guy who posts gym selfies, mid-tier steak dinners, and blurry Snapchat videos of him screaming at the TV during football season. If he can publicly acknowledge his protein shake but not you, that's not privacy, that's selective discretion. If a man calls you every night like it's a love language and emotionally dumps on you like you're his therapist, yet somehow he's still not ready for a relationship, spoiler alert, he's ready, he just doesn't want one with you. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but in your 20s you learn that sometimes the hardest pills to swallow aren't actually pills. They're reality checks your best friends have to slap you with when you start justifying a grown man's inability to text back. So no, my mother didn't warn me about dating in my 20s, but maybe it was because she knew I had to learn it for myself. And maybe one day, if I have a daughter of my own, I'll sit her down and tell her all of this. Or maybe I'll just let her live, let her make the mistakes, and let her discover, just like I did, that if you ever have to wonder whether a man likes you, chances are he doesn't.